I'm not sure if we're live yet. We're going live. We're live. Welcome, everyone. What the Fat is up. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I hope you're having a fantastic evening, morning, whatever time it is for you. I encourage you to comment where you're from and let me know how long you've been keto for. It's really awesome for you to be here. This is a live video, so I hope a whole bunch of people are joining in. If you're watching this in the replay, we're going to be talking about a whole bunch of really awesome things, and it's mostly about getting things that you want out of the ketogenic diet and how I can help you do that. So I hope you really liked the video that came out this week all about the different types of bread and the different types of binding agents that you can use on the ketogenic diet. I think that one's going to be pretty helpful for some people, mainly food bloggers. Maybe if they want to go steal my content, then fantastic. But hopefully it gives you some really good ideas too, because one thing I found is that using coconut flour on the ketogenic diet is great from a net carb perspective, but is not great in terms of trying to replicate what bread actually looks like. So the cornbread may be suitable if you're using something like coconut flour, but apart from that, that was pretty, everything worked pretty well except for flaxseed meal. Flaxseed meal comes like bloody bricks. So so let's say hi to a few people. Hey, from Jacksonville. From Tacoma, Donna, how you doing? Chris says hi. Hi from Georgia. Hi there from Virginia. Hello, Angel. Hi from Canada. Canada, fantastic to have a whole bunch of people tuning in. This is great. If you have any questions along the way, please comment in down below, because is there something that I can help you out with? Hey, Renee, how you doing? So I wanted to showcase a few things with you today. We are doing an 8-week summer body challenge over on Instagram. So if you don't follow Fat for Weight Loss on Instagram already, go and do so. If it's not going to be summer, if it's already been summer for you, and you've already got your summer body, then that's fantastic. But still join in anyway, because you might need to, get your body in shape for being able to be around the family Christmas time, potentially, eating a few extra things that you may not need. So doing the hard work now, and that'll help pay off later. Hello from Texas. Hello from Florida. Keto for almost 1 year. That is fantastic. Comment where you're from. I want to know where you're from. I'm from Brisbane here in Australia. Now, all the blinds and stuff are pulled down, but it's 10 o'clock in the morning for me, so I have a big old light here. And I have a microphone here if you want to hear me talk. But I hope all of that is working, and I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. One thing that I did notice this week, so this is the first week of the 8-week keto summer body challenge. I lost about 1 kilo. Fantastic. Not important to me. I lost a few centimeters around my waist. Awesome. Very important to me. I lost weight around my chest, and I'm like, oh, that's a bit weird. But I guess it's also some stored. So I went and got a DEXA body scan last week, and I came up as 23% body fat. And that's crazy. That's the typical skinny fat right there. Too much endurance exercise, not enough weightlifting, and I don't know what else. So I'm trying to fix that. So following along on that journey with me is probably going to be helpful for some males who may be skinny and trying to build muscle, or maybe just be trying to get lean. So I think that's important for a lot of people. It's okay to be hungry. I think that was one of the takeaways from this week as well. It is okay to be hungry. When was the last time you remember being hungry? I want you to comment below. Have you ever done a 24-hour fast? Is one meal a day something that you are interested in doing? Because that was one of the themes that came across on the little post that I did before, is that a lot of people want to see a meal plan for 1 meal a day. So what does it look like to eat 1 meal a day for an entire week? And so that is an interesting concept, because if you think about 1 meal a day, what style of 1 meal a day do you do? And then, do you eat your entire day's worth of calories in 1 meal? Or is it sort of like trying to do 1 meal a day's worth of calories, so you're essentially like a thirding your calories and just eating that? I think you'd be pretty hungry in that respect. So that would be interesting. I would love you to comment below if you are doing 1 meal a day how you were doing that and what's a typical day of eating for you on that scenario. If I was doing 1 meal a day, and I have done that before, I generally try and get as many calories as possible into that 1 meal. So it ends up being a pretty big meal, and you end up eating a lot of food and feeling pretty full. But I guess the benefits of it is that you are fasting for a long time, so you have a very low insulin response for the rest of the day. But yeah, I think a lot of people do 2 meals a day. And do you skip breakfast or do you skip lunch? Comment below. I really want to hear what you what you do on the, with that in mind. So let's go through some of the comments. Renee says, I guess you're fasting now. Kim says, I'm doing 2 meals a day. And Jersey Girl says, what if you're a snacker? Snacks are the worst thing. Don't snack, because you're bumping your insulin level up all the time. Like if you're hungry throughout the day, eat bigger main meals. I think snacking is possibly one of the worst things you can be doing. Ideally, you shouldn't be snacking, but in reality, it's not always possible to be able to get enough food in 1 meal and then to be able to wait until the next meal, or you don't have enough time. But it's interesting. Don't snack. Skipping breakfast, okay. Skipping lunch, interesting. I like to skip lunch as well. So Kim Jones, we're on the same page here. I do 2 meals a day, skip breakfast. Okay, skipping breakfast seems like a bit of a thing. Monday to Friday, 16-8. Yeah, so it's like 16 hours fasting, 8 hours eating. 2 meals a day. Saturday to Sunday, 1 meal a day. Okay, so 1 meal a day on the weekends. Interesting. Skipping lunch, not a chance. Eat as often as I can. Okay, interesting. Have a breakfast and a lunch, no dinner. Okay. Yeah, definitely reducing the amount of time that you have before you actually go to bed is fantastic from a health perspective, but terrible from a social perspective. How do you manage that when your friends come around for dinner and they say, hey, are you eating with us? And you're like, no, because I'm not eating dinner anymore. How does that work? I want to know. So Jersey Girl says skip breakfast, coffee only until lunch. I'm skipping breakfast every day, going about 14 hours. Can't wait. Smells great, Robin. Interesting. Okay, 14 hours, yeah. I never feel full on keto, which most of the time results in me breaking the keto diet. Do you know why? And if so, any recommendations? Yes, I know exactly why. You are not getting enough fat. Track your macros for 1 day. If you are hitting between 70 and 80% fat and you are not getting full, then you're not eating enough calories. So those are the two things. If you're not eating enough fat, you're not going to feel full. If you are simply just lowering your carbs, then your fat is not anywhere near as high as it needs to be. So that would be, the answer for that. I snack and lost 120 pounds now. Yeah, I mean, like some people can. I just don't think snacking is the best way to do it. I don't think going to McDonald's every single day is a good way to do it either. People have done it, but it's not the norm. Skipping breakfast to increase intermittent fasting. Yep, perfect. No breakfast, just lunch and dinner for me. Just started today. Danielle, welcome to the team. In fact, everyone, welcome to the team. This is fantastic that we're here on a live video and we've got a whole bunch of really awesome people watching right now. This is fantastic. I'm going to be doing this every single week. I think YouTube is possibly one of my most favorite social medias right now because it is, you can actually put really good work into a video and show that to people and people really appreciate it. Really appreciated that I tweet testing out all the flowers. Make sure you smash that like button on this video somewhere. I don't even know how YouTube works, but it's kind of really well. I think showcasing the weekly meal plans has been really beneficial for a lot of people as well. Park Evald says about 2 weeks into keto and I've started getting acne on my back and chest. Any ideas why? I don't have a whole lot of dairy either. Okay, interesting. So when you get acne, it can be just a change of hormones in general. So when you're, it sort of depends. Like you said you're not eating a whole lot of dairy either. Have you tried eliminating dairy full stop? Because that is something that helped me, I guess. Thank you for responding to my question. No worries, Sonia. I can't wait until it smells like Robin. I started out with snacks, but realized they increased my cravings. but only been doing this for my 4th week. Yeah. So snacking means you're not eating enough in a single meal, and it means that you're bumping your insulin up a lot, and it's like the reverse of intermittent fasting. Excuse me. Okay. Please help me. Why does my stomach burn? Okay, so when does your stomach burn? What are you eating when that happens? And it could be a stomach acid issue, and it could be the fact that you're actually eating heartburn. So anything, comment below. I love the meal plans on your channel. Thank you, 30 Balloon. I always use Swerve. Okay, yeah, Swerve. Is Swerve a mixture between stevia and erythritol? Has it got the stevia glycolides in it? That would be interesting. Breakouts are detoxification. Yes. So detoxification, and as you start to burn the fat on your body, like heavy metals and toxins get stored in fat, because most of it is, that's sort of where it can sit easily for a long time. And Jimmy Moore talks about this all the time. When he goes through particularly hard sections of the ketogenic diet or through hard sections of fasting, he knows that he's breaking through an extra layer of toxins, and he's breaking through that extra layer of just things that he's done in the past that have been stored in a particular layer. If you think about a tree and it has yearly layers like that, you can probably think of your fat cells like that as well. So if you're going through those different types of fat cells, you're burning through particular parts of your life and sort of getting back down to zero again, which is awesome. But yeah, it's interesting. Lost 120, so yes. Bless you. Apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar, yes. That can help heartburn. That's interesting. Going to do the protein and fat protocol that was discussed with Debbie on the latest podcast. Seems interesting. Yeah. So you're talking about the protein sparing fast. That's a Maria Emmerich thing that she's been doing a lot, and I think that she's getting a lot of success from that. Maria Emmerich is fantastic. I think she is a very important person to follow in the ketogenic space. I also think Chris Masterjohn is a fantastic guy to follow in the nutrition space. But that's one. There's a whole other thing as well. Come here for really awesome recipes and ways on how to lose weight and how to do that well. And maybe go to Keto Connect if you need to watch comedy and watch some really great YouTube videos on more American-based stuff as well. Kim Jones says you're welcome. So Angel says, can I use cream instead of butter in bulletproof coffee? Yes, of course. In grass-fed butter, you have something that is called alpha-lipoic acid, and you also have CLA. So you have, I can't remember the exact thing, but CLA has been proved to aid with weight loss. So grass-fed butter has 6 times more of that amount than normal butter. So that's why we use grass-fed butter. And cream is essentially the precursor to butter, right? So if you have a whole bunch of cream and you whip it really hard, that makes butter. So butter and cream can be pretty identical, but it depends on what sort of cream you're getting. Because cream is hard to know whether it's grass-fed or not, because butter comes out very yellow if it's grass-fed, and it comes out a weird yellow if they've tried to drop color things into it. So yeah, I mean, using cream in coffee is fantastic. If you are dairy intolerant, then probably not. You came up in my feed, but I will sub to you. Kim Jones, thanks. So there's a few other things. As I said before, we're doing the 8-week summer body challenge. So you live in Australia and you want to get into your summer body, then definitely go ahead and follow that on Instagram. I just recently listened to a podcast that was really interesting with Perfect Keto with Chris Masterjohn, and he's talking about nutritional deficiencies. So if you're doing vegan or vegetarian ketogenic diets, you need to be careful of your B12. And vice versa with the carnivore diet. I can't remember the exact one. I'm pretty sure it's folate that you need to be, interested in, and you need to get checked. But apart from that, I think, the ketogenic diet is going swell here for many Australians and for many Americans and many Canadians. And we have a few more questions in here, and I'll get to them in a second. But if you do want to follow a ketogenic diet, then go ahead and search up the complete keto diet. It's on the Fat for Weight Loss website, but it's weekly keto meal plan. So it's exactly what I put together each week here on YouTube, but it's actually in the documented form, so you know exactly how much everything is, and what people are doing with that. So go ahead and check that out. That's really awesome. So Pro SSBM says, I'm on keto day 2, can't sleep because of headaches, and my body temperature is out of control. I'm getting hot and cold. Easy. Yeah, okay, so electrolytes. Get some magnesium, get some salt, get plenty of it, because that is a typical sign of your body transitioning from burning carbs into burning fat, but the transition process needs to happen in a more streamlined way. So electrolytes are going to help you a lot with that. I didn't work out for the first 90 pounds, and then I started 4 days a week. Okay, so I came in late, but wanted to say many thanks for the bread video. Really comprehensive. First rate. Thank you very much. There are so many questions going on in this chat. It's really hard to keep up. I'm going to end this live video now so that I can go and edit the chocolate chip comparison video. The next one that I will be doing is ice cream comparison, because I put a vote out, and you guys have been really interested in seeing what the best keto ice cream is. And so I'm going to do a whole bunch of comparisons between the different types, different versions, what the best way to do it is, and what maybe some of the best sugar substitutes are for that. And there's a whole bunch of other ones. I really think that going through and finding the best versions of recipes is probably going to be where I put my effort into next with YouTube. So if you have any recipes that you really want to refine and you want to know what is the best way to do it, then let me know. Hit me up in a message, send me a message on Instagram, send me an email, whatever it is. Get in contact with me on my website. I think that's probably the best way to do it. If you have a recipe that you want answered and you want to know how to make it better, then definitely leave a comment below as well. Thank you so much. Have a new channel following my new journey. Hope to see you there. Of course, I love following people on the ketogenic diet. It's really interesting to see what other people do. And of course, I'm doing one thing, you may be doing another, and where it intersects is where a lot of people find a lot of benefit. So making sure that when you have a ketogenic YouTube channel, that you're not always talking about yourself, that you're talking about what people may find interesting from yourself. I think that's the best way to go. Don't always be so self-centered. Be caring for the people around you, and make sure that your videos are very useful, I think is the best word. So again, thank you so much for watching. My name is Aaron. This is the Fat for Weight Loss channel. I'm going live again here this week sometime, because I will be getting the live streaming box. So I'm probably going to be making either cornbread or lasagna. I'd say cornbread. I think cornbread is probably a good one. Lasagna is good. It's probably pretty straightforward though. I think that getting a good lasagna is probably a little bit harder too. So maybe that one might be an actual video. But again, thank you so much. And I can't wait to see you on more live streams. Thank you so much, Sonia. Really appreciate it. And I will be seeing you same time next week.